Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mero and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And today we're all about how to make and sell printable postcards on Etsy. I don't know if you've seen the shop review video that we had on Friday, but I was reviewing 3 Etsy shops that basically sell printables of various kinds, and one of them was selling postcards. And I found that while the postcards were amazing, the mock-ups were not as successful, and also listing the product was not as successful. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just going to make a full tutorial on how to make and sell printable postcards on Etsy. And of course, if you're making your printable postcards in a different way, that's not a problem. Just skip later on to the rest of the video and see how you can list them on Etsy. While you can obviously sell printables of any kind on so many different platforms and not just with Etsy, I mean, you can sell any type of digital download and printable using PayHip with your own store. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of simple. It doesn't have the marketplace of Etsy, but it is kind of special and, you know, less commissions. So that's good. And you can also set up your full Shopify store to sell your printables. And there was actually a full video just about where you can sell digital downloads and printables that isn't Etsy. So I will leave a link to that down below as well. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be focusing on Etsy, basically how to create the mock-up for everything, how to do the product and how to list it on Etsy. And of course, making the mock-ups and making the products can be used for, you know, pretty much every type of online store. In order to start this video, I'm going to go into Canva and start recording my screen, which in this point, I will make myself smaller. And forgive me for looking down. I'm actually doing this with you guys. So I kind of researched already different sizes for postcards, and I went into Print Place. I was looking into many different printing websites, and you know, there are so many different print sizes for postcards, like 4.25 inches by 5.5, 4 by 6, 4.25 by 6, 5 by 7, 6 by 8, so many different sizes. But for the sake of this tutorial, I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to start with the 4 by 6 inches. And if I want to make a good high quality 4 by 6 inch design, I'm going to do it in pixels by multiplying the amount of inches I want by 300. So it will create a 300 dpi. And in that case, that will give me 1200 by 1800 or 1800 by 12 if I want to make this postcard to be the other way around, which feels more native to me to work on a postcard like this. So whatever you want to do with your postcard, obviously you can start by using templates, and you can also use elements from Canva or elements from Creative Fabrica if you have the license for them. But I'm looking into here and I'm thinking, what will I want to do? And I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to do something kind of Christmassy. I'm not sure if I have good stuff for Christmas right now. I think you're getting a glimpse into the digital paper packs and seamless patterns that I'm making for my Etsy store and also for my PayHip account, and more on that later on. But I was thinking maybe something in the lines of this type of little bit flowers, or something like quirky and fun like this, or if I have something like this but darker, because I do remember that I have very cool Christmas designs here that I can use for this postcard. So you know what, I'm just going to use my own designs that I really like. I have made a cat and a dog, and you can get them on Etsy. There is a link to my shop down below, and you can purchase them for commercial purposes and do exactly as I'm doing right now. And I basically want to do like a Merry Christmas from Friends postcard. And I'm thinking about the background because obviously, you know, I can't use the white as a background for this postcard because, you know, there's so much white in the actual photo. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to use one of these wooden backgrounds that is kind of cute, and edit my image to get a bit of a shadow to it. So it's going to look as if it's like above the design a bit. It's not going to look so static. And I'm just going to give that shadow to everything else. And this shadow. If you didn't know that Canva has so many options to create like shadow effects and effects for photos, there is a full tutorial on all the image effects you can get with Canva. I will leave a link to that down below. Go ahead and check it out. And I'm looking at this right now, and I'm trying to see if I like the color combinations. I think maybe I want to try and put the cat in the middle because it feels to me like the cat is a bit more vibrant in its colors, maybe a little bit more showy, you know? Maybe I want to put the cat. I want to put the cat behind the dog, but also in front of the owl. And I am thinking maybe I want a bit of a brighter background. like this, and I think that would make for a nice postcard. Of course, you can make postcards of any kind. For example, if I want to go and just make a simple postcard that has a white background, I'm taking one of my Christmas tree designs, going into text, adding heading, writing down Merry Christmas. Let's choose a different font. We have the Merry Jolly, which is one of my favorite fonts for Christmas, but you know what? Let's do it Merry Xmas. It looks a bit better. Work on spacing our lines. Put this in here and maybe try to do the Merry Christmas and something that is more suitable with the tree. And also go to uploads, and you know what? I'm just going to type in shape. I want to find some abstract. Oh, and let me go to elements, sorry, and type in shape, not in uploads. And you know what? I'm going to do like abstract. And of course, only static options, because I want to find something to, like, I don't know, combine within this design. And of course, match all of my colors to the colors of the tree, to the colors of the art, to sort of like the theme of these designs, because I want them sort of to match. Maybe send it to the back. And this one can be very blue. This is an interesting bit to put like this. Maybe this would be what I'll be using and not that. Where is this shape? Let's delete this. Okay, so this shape is actually kind of cool, and I can color it in colors that are better fitting and put it in the back like that. Or in black, you know, it can also be done in black, but I think that it will be very nice. Maybe also up front, if sort of this will come off of the treetop, because you know I have the center here. Maybe a bit bigger, maybe with a different angle. No, I like that angle. Like that. I don't know, I always feel like whenever I start to put the camera on, I'm losing like my creativity. But I do think that this is kind of a cool idea, or just stretch it all the way behind on everything. And then the Merry Christmas is gonna get like a very different color, or I'm gonna try to make this very bright, or just make this black as well. Put it smaller here. And maybe give the tree a bit of a black frame around it, which I do with the glow effect. Like that. I feel like this is a very dark Christmas postcard. But then again, obviously, you know, for you guys, just come up with whatever you see fit. You know, come up with your designs, with your ideas, with what you think is a good design. But these elements are really nice, and I'm definitely going to be using them for other stuff. But I'm kind of looking into here to see more abstract things. Maybe I can combine some of them like this. And let's give it a totally different color palette. Sort of make it my own. We have white here as well, which I don't really want. And you know what? I can even take one of the animals that I've done and place that animal here. Let's also give it a bit of a shadow. I really like the drop shadow. I think it makes like pretty much everything look better. And then we can take the Merry Christmas and just put it in a very simple font. We actually have the Christmas candy font, which is kind of cool. I'm going to use that one. Put it here. Remove the line spacing all the way down. Grab everything and center everything, and this would be my postcard. And now what I need to do, well, obviously it doesn't matter which kind of postcard I'm going to choose. I think I'm going to choose this postcard. But what you basically need for any type of postcard is the background. So I'm going to add a new page, go to elements and type in line. And there are some special lines here that I want to be using. You know, I was thinking something special to put in the middle to basically separate where I put the stamp. And I remember when I was looking into making this tutorial, I really liked this shape. I thought it makes for like a very unique postcard separator line. And then I need to go here and write down, let's say stamp, yeah. And we have all kinds of, postal stamps that we can use just to set in basically the place for people to put in their stamps. And I want to match this to black. I think I might color this in white. Just leave it blank, or maybe give it colors that sort of match this design. So this was green, so these can be like green as well. I'll sort of like match it to this, or the other way around, or like that. I think this is really cool. And you can make it smaller or bigger depending on what you want. And now we just need a very, very simple line to create the place where people would basically be writing down, their names, who is it for, who is it from, la la la. Let's put up some lines here. Like that. Forgive me if I'm not very centered at the moment, like if I'm not making all of them very straight. I think this one could go a little bit down. And then raise them up a bit. And then I'm going to copy paste all of them to the other side. I'm going to try and make them a tiny bit bigger. And then grab these, not that. Grab these, copy paste them. Take them all the way down. Because I also want to make sure that people would have this side to write on, or you can leave this side blank. I mean, you don't have to mark all of them. You can just leave this side blank. There is also something else that people sometimes like to do, which is to grab a piece of text and let's just give it a very, very simple, very basic font, or more to say like the font in which you conduct your business, like the font that you're using for your logo. And you can actually put this, as a tag. For example, if the name of my shop is Arroyo Arts, so I can write down Arroyo Arts here and sort of give myself credit for making the postcards. So a lot of people either do that on the postcard itself or on the page of that. So for example, if I would be doing this here, I will be going to Effects and I will create a bit of a curve effect here and then just place this here. Sort of to give myself credit for the work. And, like Hallmark does. Even though I'm, not as famous as Hallmark. And then download both of these designs. The design of the Owl Merry Christmas and the postcard back on JPEG. Once that is done, I'm going to unzip the folder that I got and grab both of these and place them back onto Canva. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do when I'm going to be selling this is I'm actually going to be selling these postcards. So this is going to be Merry Christmas postcard. And the postcard back, because these are files that people are getting. But I also need to create maybe a different file for people to print out, as well as my mockups. So my next step will be to go back to Canva, and I'm going to choose a US letter size document. You can also choose A4, that's based on where you want to sell this. And when I open it, go to my uploads, I can clearly see both of my postcards. And you can see that they have come in here 6 by 4 inches, which is the size that I wanted. And now I'm going to edit my image. I'm going to click on shadows, click on glow, edit my glow, reduce all the blurriness, make it a little bit transparent and tiny bit smaller, just to give myself the edges, and do the same for the back. So basically, I'm giving people the option not just to get the JPEG files and go and print them out, but also giving people the option to print it on a US size letter document that they can print at home in their home printer and basically make this postcard themselves. And here on this piece of paper, you can write down your store's name, print and cut, whatever kind of sort of instructions you want to give out to people. But right now what I'm going to do with this is download this as a PDF print file, because I will literally be sending people this as a PDF, but I'm also going to download this as a JPEG, again, for me to use in my mockups. Just as we did before, the JPEG goes right back into Canva, and I'm going to drag these. I'm going to go back to my downloads, see everything, grab both of these back into Merry Christmas. This JPEG, I'm not going to be using it much other than the mockup, but this PDF, I'm going to change the name to Owl Christmas Postcard, because these 3 files are going to be stuff that people are going to get. And now what I need is, of course, to create the mockups. And for that, I have a specific size that I like to use when I make my own Etsy listings. It's the size that really looks well when we're talking about, you know, the front of Etsy, all the searches. It's like the perfect size of the square, which is 2454 by 2020. So let's go ahead and create that. And I already have here all of my uploads. And I know that a lot of people can use, obviously you can use Placeit for some of these things, and also Canva has some mockups. So let's check out, first of all, if Canva has mockups that we can use with the smart mockups, because I don't remember if they had postcard mockups. I think I saw them having greeting card mockups, which could also work. I'm just not sure if it's the correct size. Oh, yeah, it kind of looks nice. And we can make this image a full thing. We have an instant mockup here. I would also like to add this little guy here. No, we don't have to. What we can do is right now, just write down printable postcard. You can also write digital download file, whatever it is that you want. And of course, make sure that when you're doing that, your design is consistent. I mean, the way that you're presenting your Etsy listings should be consistent with each other and with your general style of your store. For example, if you have a certain font that you're using for your logo, or your secondary font that you use for your tagline. But for example, I can do something as basic as this. I can also go here. Let's try another one. Let's see if we have another smart mockup by Canva. By the way, there is a link down below in the description to 30 days free trial on Canva. Canva Pro, because this is my favorite tool pretty much that I'm using all the time. Even though I do have Procreate and Clip Studio Paint, I still use Canva for so many things that I'm doing. And we actually have something that looks a bit more Christmassy or romantic, and set this image to be my background. This can also be a really nice first image. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know what, someone taught me a trick. Let me see if I can remember. So it was, I think, FNC. Oh, yeah. Clicked FNC and a circle appeared. It's the best trick ever. And I really want to do this one like that, because I want to make sure that people won't be able to steal this design. So let's make this black. Change the opacity up a bit, or we can also make this white, and write down here printable postcard, of course in your style or digital download. So this time I wrote down digital download, JPEG and PDF. Let's center this within our circle. Let's make sure that it looks nice. Can also work on some effects to give it like a shadow, whether it's going to be a black shadow or, you know, a white shadow, to make it glow a bit and look more festive. And I can change this. Kind of enjoying this now today. I forgot how fun it is to make mockups for Etsy. It's one of my favorite things. And I do have to apologize for the noise. There are some construction here. I don't know if it's going to come off in the edit or not. But this is a good start. And I'm just going to put in something here, imagining that this is the logo. Okay, let's imagine that the name of your shop is Wow. And, you know, don't forget to put your logo on everything. You know, make sure that you're representing your brand. And now what I want to show people is what they're getting. So what I'm going to do here, I can take this one, edit this image to give it a drop shadow, you know, because it's a postcard. And then edit this image to give it a drop shadow as well. Place them both here. We can position this in the back. Drag both of these together. Place them in the center. I do need a background. So let me just grab one of my backgrounds here. I think this one would be nice. And grab a piece of text and write down printable postcard, 2 JPEG files, 4 by 6 inches, which is this. And then I'm going to copy this, delete this, grab the US letter size, again, give it a drop shadow. And write down, and a PDF, printable page, US letter size to print and cut at home. Of course, do not forget your logo. And another thing that I like to do, because Etsy not requires, but Etsy prefers that you have at least 5 photos for each and every item, is basically give out a thank you. So for example, I would give out like a photo of me here, like that. It's not a good photo to say thank you. I know it's silly. I mean, this is a tutorial, but I do think that, you know, the photo here should be something happy, should be something cheerful, should be like, you know, thank you for checking out my art. So I'm going to put it on the side here, stretched it all the way. This is actually how I make my my photos for the banners for YouTube. Working with the background removal tool. That takes forever, but it's worth it because it's so much faster than what I would do if I had to clean it manually. And as you can see here, the cleanup was not perfect. I need to go here and erase some parts myself. Just a little bit. It's really hard erasing them with my finger and not by using, you know, my tablet. But maybe I'll just put this on the side so nobody can see it anyway. Maybe I'll just put myself in like that. I feel like I should have been wearing makeup for that one. And we need to see that this photo goes in. Grab the logo that you guys have. Grab a text, and basically what I would like to write is, this could be, you know, if you guys need anything special, I mean, you can ask people in here if they need anything customized, but what I like to do is just make a simple, you know, thank you for checking out my printables shop and supporting my small business. And now we have 5 photos to download as JPEGs. We don't need PNG. It's very hard to design while recording and talking. Plus the construction noises outside, which I would have loved to tell you, you know, I'm just going to record once they're done, but I think they're going to be here all week and I don't want to take a week off of YouTube. And we're all done. Let's check it out. Super. And now I'm going to take you to my Etsy store, which I don't know what's wrong with Etsy, but for like the past few months, whenever you go into an Etsy store, you have to refresh it several times to get the banner photo. And right now I don't have a lot of things here. I just uploaded these for commercial purposes. I'm still conflicting if I want to choose Etsy or PayHip, but I'm going to go to listings and add a new listing and add the listing photos of all of these. And then, of course, I would recommend making a video. There was actually a tutorial on how to make videos for listings on Etsy. I'm thinking about making another one just for printables. Let me know if that is something that is interesting to you guys. And now we're nearing the title. So let me just, you know, come up with something. I mean, we're talking about a postcard. This is a 4 by 6 inch. This is a printable. It has an owl. It's for Christmas. It's all of these things. But first of all, this is a 4 by 6 inch printable postcard for Christmas. I think it's actually a 6 by 4. Yes. This would be a 6 by 4. In this case, I wrote down 6 by 4 inch printable postcard for Christmas. Cute Christmas postcard with Santa owl JPEG. Digital download Christmas postcard PDF. So I'm like trying to cover all my basics in terms of Xmas, in terms of Christmas, in terms of printable postcard and digital downloads. Who made it? I did. What is it? A finished product. When did I make it? Well, 2021. And what is it? writing down printable postcard. You can find it in digital prints. We also have it in stationery, so you can choose whether you want to put it in any of these, in greeting cards, digital illustrations. My recommendation, have half of your listings under the digital prints option and half under postcards, and check to see what actually sells best if that category matters. I don't want to choose primary color. The occasion here doesn't really matter because it's for Christmas. The holiday is Christmas. This is a digital product. And then the description. And I've made a lot of tutorials where I was showing the description. I actually made a tutorial, like a full video on like the things that you need if you want to sell printables on Etsy. But let me just wrap this up for you real quick. So I wrote down, looking for a sweet Christmas postcard. Check out my original illustration of an owl in Santa hat saying Merry Christmas in this printable postcard for Christmas. This printable postcard is 6 by 4 inches that you can print at home or at a print shop as many times as you wish. What you're getting: one PDF as seen on the 4th photo, this one, of a US letter-size document with the front and back of the Christmas postcard, 2 JPEG files with the design of the front and the back in 1800 by 1200 pixels, 6 by 4 inches in 300 dpi. This is a printable download postcard, no physical. Postcard will be shipped to you. You can also add, colors may vary slightly based on screen. If you have any questions for me, just contact me through Etsy or on my Instagram. And as for sections, if you only have postcards in your shop, then that will be like Christmas postcards or animal postcards. If you have multiple products in your shop, just put in, a postcard section, printable postcards, and the tags. So under my tags, I wrote down printable postcard, instant download, digital postcard, Christmas postcard, Christmas cards, greeting card, owl postcard. I wrote own. See? It's good that you guys are here. Otherwise, I would have made the mistake. Cute postcards, postcard for Xmas, digital greeting, 6 by 4 inch card, 4 by 6 inch card, printable card PDF, and of course now I change it to owl postcards. The price is whatever you want it to be. I mean, I don't have any advice to you in terms of pricing. You're the people who are making this art. You know how much your time is worth. And the quantity, I always like to put it 100, just make it a big one. And of course, the files to be uploaded are the PDF and the 2 sides of the postcard. And then all you have to do is publish. And that's it. We learn how to make and sell printable postcards on Etsy. And we have a 6 by 4 inch postcard that people can just print at home. And that's it. I'm probably going to leave this in my shop for a little bit since, I want you guys to be able to see it. So you can go ahead and check out the actual listing and really look at the description and the tags and everything. But obviously I'm not selling that, even though it kind of gets me in the mood to maybe sell like Christmas postcards, because it was really super fun and super easy to make, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Now, I'm going to stop my recording and make myself bigger again, and I can put my computer down and talk a bit, as if I haven't spoken so much in the past 40 minutes. And I do want to say that I think that a lot of people can't really find what they want to do, either because they feel like they lack ideas or that they have too many ideas. For me, it's always been the other problem. I mean, I would literally have this thought in my head now. I am having this. I could just make like 400 postcards for Christmas, turn my entire shop on Etsy to selling postcards and greeting cards, and then I'll probably get bored of it after a day. But I think that having postcards is amazing, and it's also good for like pretty much everything. You can have your own evergreen niches, like for happy birthday, for thank you, for sorry. You can customize it for people for weddings or for pretty much anything. Party invites, we have so many holidays coming up, and or just, just fun postcards. I could have also made postcard sets by just showing off multiple types of postcards in the same way that I've done it here. And I just think that making postcards can be something that is just so much fun if you really do it from a place of the art that you like and the art that you enjoy doing. Of course, you can also do 1:1 ratio postcards, different various sizes, and just make sure that you're sort of consistent within your own style. So it doesn't matter the types of postcards that you do, just make the same type. Like, make sure that if people go into your shop, they feel like they're in a shop and not in like the head of a random person. Like, random thoughts and designs of someone. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Of course, if you like this tutorial and you found this content useful, feel free to hit that like button down below, because every time you do, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a cool video, I'm going to show it to more people. And subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. And of course, also comment if you have any ideas of your own, or if you have any more like video suggestions of things that you want me to do, like how to make and sell, or stuff like that, or if you have an interesting platform that you know of to sell your digital downloads that I did not mention in my many digital download video alternatives to Etsy. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow with another product review. I'm pretty sure you could have guessed by yesterday's video that tomorrow's product review is a jigsaw puzzle. I'm not going to tell you who is it from or the design. You're just going to have to come in tomorrow and check it out. And I might not be alone on that video, because I kind of had fun having other people with me in print-on-demand product reviews. And I'm going to see you also on Thursday for a Procreate tutorial, the first one in this channel, about how to make seamless patterns for Redbubble, for outerwear, for any other kind of platform. And on Friday the 15th with shop reviews. And please, please, please check out a link down below in the description to a Google form where you can go and anonymously submit your Etsy shops, PayHip, Shopify, Redbubble, Teachip, TeePublic, wherever it is that you're selling your print-on-demand or printable items. And I'm also thinking about adding another video on Saturday, because a lot of people have been talking about, how to find out if someone is stealing my art, and I found a really cool tool for that. So I might go ahead and check that out on Saturday with an unplanned video. And then next week on Monday is going to be a live premiere at 7 p.m. Bulgaria time, sort of updates on my Etsy shop as well as my PayHip shop. I'm really looking forward to some of the videos that I'm going to do next week as well as this week. I mean, I was speaking to PayHip. I also actually started speaking to a company that does text effects. I was speaking to the creator of this sort of tool, and it's been kind of interesting, and I think that you guys will enjoy it, whether it's for creating printables or creating, well, print on demand. And I think that it's going to be on next week, because I've really found something really special that I think that you guys are going to like. But enough chit chat, it's money time. I gotta go work on my PayHip account. Well, I gotta go edit this video first and then upload it. And I always feel like a time traveler watching myself do that. But a lot of work is to be done in this wonderful Tuesday, sort of the beginning of a new week. And I hope that you all have a beautiful and productive week ahead of you. Because with that being said, that was it from me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as usual, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye!